Hi, it's me, your Martin from Vigor. Today I'm here with some workshop problems. Specifically, I want to talk to you about clogged intake manifolds. Clogged intake manifolds have become a fairly common and persistent issue in my workshop, not just with diesel vehicles, but also with gasoline engines. What precisely happens is that exhaust gases from combustion are recirculated, and the intake manifold, that is the crucial component where the air enters the engine, gradually becomes more and more clogged with carbon deposits along the edges, making the passage increasingly narrow and restricted. This accumulation significantly impedes engine performance over time. Problems that can arise include customers complaining about engines jerking in partial load conditions, failing the emissions test, or even having electronic fault codes stored in the engine control unit. We also encounter this problem with gasoline engines. With direct injection gasoline engines, where the fuel is injected directly into the combustion chamber, the self-cleaning effect in the intake manifold is missing. That means it no longer gets flushed out and deposits build up as well. That's the problem we have. Now let's move on to the solution, our advanced walnut shell blasting device. The entire process works by effectively using compressed air to powerfully blast fine walnut shell granules directly into the engine's intake manifold, which thoroughly removes the stubborn carbon deposits. To make absolutely sure all that accumulated stuff doesn't stay inside the intake manifold, the entire system is equipped with a powerful vacuum cleaner, and we simply suck everything out of the intake manifold along with the carbon deposits. Inside the vacuum cleaner, the walnut shell granules are sifted out. That means the larger chunks get caught in the sieve and the rest can be reused. To make sure the whole process doesn't make a mess, so nothing flies around the engine bay or gets in your eyes or anything, we have various adapters that let us fit everything snugly to the intake manifold. We insert the blasting gun through the opening and immediately vacuum everything back out. From my own experience, with the right adapter and a bit of practice, you can do it completely mess-free. That's really good. If you're wondering where to put all the accessories, the whole thing has a storage compartment where you can just throw everything in. That way you always know where everything is. I find that especially practical. It saves you from having to search for things. Taking this thing into the engine bay is no problem at all. We also have various angled pieces. That way we can really reach everything. The cameraman isn't as flexible as I am with my blasting device, so I took the engine out and set it aside. I'm going to bring it over now. I've mounted a diesel engine for us here specifically for this demonstration. We're looking straight into the intake port, and you can really clearly see here just how incredibly gunked up and dirty it is. It's truly clogged up here, and when I go in there with the video endoscope, then that really doesn't look good. It's pretty gunked up in there, completely clogged all the way up to the main valve. It wasn't getting any air anymore, which was causing significant operational issues. But we can fix that. Watch this. We've got our specialized blasting device. For that to operate effectively, we absolutely need a reliable source of electricity. We also require a consistent supply of air, and finally, we need the appropriate blasting medium itself. That goes directly into the vacuum cleaner. Please do not forget to carefully check the filter, it's very important. I've already picked out the right adapter, and now we're ready to go. As far as I'm concerned, we can get started. Now we're going to tackle the clog with our walnut blasting device. This is precisely what it looks like now after a thorough and effective 5 minutes of walnut blasting. As we can clearly observe, the entire intake port is now completely and remarkably free of any significant carbon buildup whatsoever. All the way down to the intake valve, everything is spotless. That's how it should be. The engine now has an intake port just like it did on the first day. We can also take a look at where all that stuff ended up. It's in the vacuum, of course. As previously mentioned, we have a very important sieve located here, and that is precisely where we typically find the accumulated carbon deposits. You saw it yourselves. It can be that simple. That was one intake port out of a total of 4. I'm going to finish the other 3 now. You don't need to watch that, and in 2 hours I'll take it for a test drive. Thank you. Yours, Martin.